Hello, Jester Good here. Today I'm reviewing the LEGO Cars 2 2011 Mater Spy Zone set. It has 114 pieces, 2 cars, and retailed for $15 when it was released. Now let's take a look at Agent Mater. So here's the build of the set all together. First we'll take a look at Agent Mater. And this design for Agent Mater is the same as some of the designs from the other Cars 2 sets with very little differences. For example, this one's probably closest to the Big Bentley set, but this one doesn't have the bomb print on the front. Now that face print and that mouth print actually appears in every set that Holley Shiftwell does. You got these two little Tommy guns on the side, which, yeah, Cars with guns is a little bit weird, but Cars 2 in general is just a weird movie. The side has the 2x4 brick with the Toe Mater printing. And then you got this nice 1x4 printed back with even a little A113 reference. Another one of those 2x4 prints with the Toe Mater design. Now, the actual kind of towing part right here is a little bit of a play feature, which you could raise and lower it, and it has a hook at the end. And I'll show that used to tow, say, Holley Shiftwell. This design also has these two little jet kind of propellers on the side. This is the same ones that they use in the Big Bentley set. And other details for Mater include these little side kind of parts right here, which you can move around. And also one light up top, which actually, that space right there is used to kind of upgrade Tow Mater in this set, which we'll show in a little bit. And for that towing feature, you just kind of lower the little hook right there, and you hook it up to the front area with the little bit of space right there. And there you go. You could tow any car you want, I think, in the Cars line, or at least most cars in the Cars line. But now let's take a look at Holley Shiftwell. So here's Holley Shiftwell. She only appears in 3 sets, but what's kind of disappointing is the design in terms of printing is the same for all 3 sets. There's some variations to the build. For example, this one has this translucent blue kind of spy piece right here, which just kind of goes at the front. And so that's different and I think exclusive to the design of Holley Shiftwell in this set. But what is cool is that you get a lot of bright reddish violet, I believe is the color, which is the whole design of Holley Shiftwell. So you get like this 1x4 tile piece in bright reddish violet, which is pretty hard to get. And then this 1x4 brick with the 4 knobs on the side. In that color, it's exclusive to Holley Shiftwell as a character. So that doesn't appear in any other theme, I believe. Now on the back, you do get some nice printing as well, which carries up all the way to the top. Keep in mind all the LEGO cars themselves have printed pieces instead of stickered pieces, unless you count that one Toys R Us exclusive set or Toys R Us promotional set. Other than that, that's it for Holley Shiftwell. And let's go on to the final part of the set, which is the build itself. So here is Mater Spy Zone, the main build of the set. And it's not anything too interesting, and these are all stickers. Like I said, the cars themselves, they need to have prints, but the actual designs of the builds can be stickered. So you got some really cool kind of blueprint schematic stickers right there. All these little switches and such on the side and on the bottom on the 2x4. And even a little danger design right there, which will be very useful for like city builds. So I really like this because they give lots of useful kind of stickers for industrial-esque builds. So if I do mock again, because you guys know I don't make too many of my own creations, I will definitely be using these pieces because the build itself isn't anything too substantial and I wouldn't mind taking it apart. Now there's also this little radar dish up here, which is quite an interesting build. I mean, usually they do radar dishes, but this one's quite detailed. I don't know. And you can sort of spin that around if you'd like. And now on the side, they give you these little gadgets right here, and these are actually meant to be put on Mater. So they have these flick missiles right here, and you can easily take those off and just kind of stick it on the top of Mater, which was something I alluded to earlier in the review. And now the thing with that is it's a little bit loose, but now you have a flick missile for Mater, so you could kind of mess around with that. And of course, we don't get too many flick missiles in 2017, but in 2011, 2012, they're pretty prominent, and you just kind of flick them out like that. You also have this gun right here, which I guess you could stick on top of Mater as well, right here. Or if you want, you could take off one of the Tommy guns and just kind of stick it on the side like this. I guess it would be better on this side. And you could kind of customize Mater just like that. So I do like that, and I like just the variation they have with this build, so you could kind of use it to customize Mater himself. So that is it for the Mater Spy Zone build. Let's go on to the packaging and then the final verdict. Here's the box for this set. It is a little bit banged up, but you do get some nice kind of designs on the back on what to kind of mess around with this set. Also included are some instructions which actually have an error inside it, which you can see some nice kind of advertisements right there, but they show that this build in this set is the same as all the other sets with Agent Mater, which is actually incorrect because the one in the Big Bentley set has a printing up front, and I think the one in the Spy Jet Escape set has some different kind of designs overall. So that's quite interesting, but you do get a nice little checklist of all the Cars sets or Cars figures from year one, except I think minus the retail exclusive sets. But yeah, that looks pretty interesting right there. And you even get some advertisements for some of the other sets. And actually, I don't own any of the sets on this little advertisement right here. I just ordered this one though, so that'll be interesting. But these two are very hard to get at reasonable prices. And this one is too, honestly. But yeah, that's it for the instructions. And now let's go on to the final verdict. So overall, this design isn't really one that would stand out. I mean, I remember this set from back in the day, but when you take a closer look at it, both cars aren't exclusive, and the actual design of the Spy Zone isn't anything that really stands out. Now, what I do like is the customization feature of it, and I also love the stickers in this set. I think this set is worth it if you're into building like industrial type builds in like Lego City, because you get some really cool stickered pieces. And it's pretty easy to get on the secondhand market compared to some of the other Cars sets. It's only about $20, which is like a $5 increase from its original MSRP. Of course, since it is on the secondhand market at this point, and that's the only way you can get it, it's not on shelves anymore, I can't assign it a number rating. But I'll say in terms of Cars sets, this one's definitely lower on my list of which ones are my favorites, because it's definitely not one of my favorites. It's just the build itself doesn't really stand out, nor does the two car designs, which appear in multiple other sets. That's it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys later.